Hey guys. So just got back from work not too long ago. And I think of the stupidest crap when I'm at work and or on the bus to work. But so first off, I was riding there this morning and I'm sure you guys did the same thing when you guys were in school, but you guys remember when you had to do like square dancing? I hated that crap. It's like, why are we square dancing? Like every day or like for like a week. Like square dancing was like 2 days, and it was just stupid dances that I'm like, we could be doing actual PE stuff instead. Like, can we go play soccer or baseball or hell? I'd rather run the mile right now than freaking square dance. And for the guys, you think it's great because it's like, oh, we get to hold the girls' hands. No, no one wanted to do this crap. The boys didn't want to do it. The girls didn't want to do it. Hell, even the teacher didn't look like they wanted to do it. But there we were, swing your partner, do-si do, grab her hand, and around you go. So, but I remember we didn't want to do that. Now, believe it or not, I was a lot cooler when I was, a teenager. I'm a fucking loser now, but I was a lot cooler back then. You're cool, John. You don't fucking lie. Don't fucking lie. Hell, if I could separate myself from myself, I'd end up beating the crap out of me because of how uncool I am. Um, no, but I remember, I forget, we were doing a dance. It was set to, like, it was some 70s music, and the dance was so generic that you could have put it with anything. It's like when it came out, Pennywise had that stupid dance that he was doing, and people were taking that dance and putting it to different music. It was like that. This dance could pretty much have gone with anything. But um but we were doing the dance. It was me and three other people. I don't remember how many people were there. Um but the music started to play and I pulled out my best Saturday Night Fever, so it's just, and everyone, like, the bleachers are completely filled, and everyone starts cheering and clapping, and like the three other people, like I'm standing right here, and on they're like, what is that? Like, what are they cheering about? Everyone, they turn around and see everyone cheering, and then they look over at me and they see me posing. The music starts and they see me tapping my foot, so they all start to do the same thing. It's like, stop doing that. I was the one who started this. But yeah, it was a generic dance that anyone could have done, and it goes with everything. But just the fact that I got everyone cheering just with that one fucking pose. Um, that was back when I was cool. Now I'm a freaking old man and I'm just uncool. Uh, but I went to get some of the I walked down to the marathon station from work. I got me some pizza and uh, I don't feel like getting it. But when I first started working in the factory again, I would go there in the morning because she didn't give me my badge yet. For like 3 4 months, I didn't have my badge. So I would have to go to um, the marathon station, just kind of sit there for 3 4 hours until like 10 o'clock when I could clock in. But I went there. I would go there and I would get like two slices of the pizza, and it was like six something, like 614. Today I got it. It was like 714. So it was probably, I think, a little less um back then. But so the fact that the pizza slices of pizza have gone up by like $1 and some odd change, like, everything's gone up. We get those like pudding cups for June, like the little generic pudding cups. There's like four in there. Dollar General, they had them for like $1. Now they're like $1.45. What else? Oh, the generic cookies. You know, like the ones in the clear packages, they're like the trays are like maybe that big, and it's like they're like $1. Now they're like $1.35. Um, went to Well, then I think that was just a mess, or rather, I went to Ingles the other day, like last week, and normally the amount of meat, like a little thing of meat like that, $5-6, $9. Thanks, President Biden. Bidenomics hard at work. You know, everything has gone up. Bread's gone up, milk's gone up, meat has gone up. I could say something about my meat going up, but I don't want to be inappropriate. Um, let's see what else. What else has gone up? Oh, the same day when I was at Ingles, I was looking at the beef jerky, and there was a package. It had an entire freaking forest in it. It was just covered in mold. Now the packages are like vacuum sealed for freshness, so something must have happened where there might have been just the smallest little hole puncture that. But I looked at it and it was all green. I'm like, well, this is freaking gnarly. You know, luckily enough, there was a person stalking right there, and I said, I don't think it's supposed to look like this. She's like, what is that? I'm like, it's beef jerky. Like, I don't think it's. She's like, well, we'll have to check the rest. I'm like, well, because I was right there and I was checking the rest for her, and I said, no, they all look fine. She's like, oh, maybe this one just, got a hole put into it somehow, and because they're vacuum sealed, and it was gnarly. It just green. I'm like, first I see it on one piece, and I'm like, okay, is this like I'm looking like maybe it's like flavored type thing where they have some kind of hard like a powder or something. But I'm like, beef jerky, why would they do that? And then I'm looking at the rest, and I'm shaking the bag around. I'm like, yeah, that's mold, like hardcore mold on meat. So how long it was sitting there, but it was so gnarly, so freaking gnarly, man. Um, but yeah, I think the last time when I went there, I usually sometimes I'll get those sandwiches, like those three sandwiches, the croissant sandwiches or whatever. It's the ham, turkey, and roast beef. But I went there and it was like said it was $9.99. I'm like, I'm not paying $9.99 for three sandwiches like that size. Then when I went the other day, like last week, they didn't have them, but they had like the bigger one that had like six sandwiches in them, and that was said it was $8.99. So I guess maybe this just was messed up. Someone messed up the price. Um, but yeah, everything's more expensive. Like I said, the amount of meat that I normally get, like $5-6. Nope, I had to get it was $9. There was nothing cheaper. Nothing cheaper. It was all like $9 and above for just a small amount of meat. Um, so, but yeah. Then I got to work today. I've been for the last week, and then today I got to work, and I didn't really do anything. I did two bales today. I did cardboard, the cardboard that was sitting over. Actually, hang on. All right, so we've got a few things of lint in there. There's only like 5 bags in there. I need at least 15 to do, so nothing I could have done there. As you can see, nothing was brought down for cardboard. There were some boxes there, but they were empty. I'm like, why do they keep doing this crap? They keep bringing empty boxes and just putting them over here. So I got that out of the way. Um, you can see plastic is gone. There's 2 boxes of plastic that were over there. Um, oh, okay. But I was able to do plastic. And then if you remember, over here you had the there was the pile of cardboard that wasn't on a pallet, and then like some um right there like pallets. Those aren't the ones that were over here, but they were over here. So you had like the cardboard right there, and then pallets right there. But basically, I had to take this one right here, this buggy, and just keep going back and forth, just taking stacks about that big and just, putting them on top of there so I can bring them over. But I got that done. And Luchador, still the same. So I could put all of that in, it's not going to do anything. So, but yeah, it still looks really good. Actually looks better, but yeah, this I wish they would do something with these. We don't need those boxes down. That's where the lab should go. These right here, like this area right here should be for the lint. These should be moved out of the way, and this is for lab because these two rows are for cardboard. Nothing is supposed to go right there. That's why it's the red line. This is where lab is supposed to go, and over here is where lint is supposed to go. But now, because we have so many freaking boxes, they're gonna end up putting like lab over here or something where it doesn't belong. So, but all these, all these freaking these should be stacked up like this. That's three, like 1, 2, 3. They this is what I mean. They're like 40, 50 years old and they don't do their job. And then it makes it harder for me because then now it's like I don't have anywhere else to really put them because plastic goes right there and most likely lab is going to go right there and there's nowhere else to put any of the bales. So what do I do? Um, but yeah, I'm just glad it's finally caught up and there's just there was nothing to do today, so I was just like, you know what? I called for my ride and they're like, "Oh yeah, it'll be like 1:30." Luckily enough, I just went to the marathon station, got my pizza, ate real fast and walked back because I think he came to get me at like 12:30. So I think I was only waiting for maybe an hour. So it's a good thing I wasn't at marathon the whole like it was nice and windy and the wind was nice and cool, but it's still like 80 something degrees. So I wasn't gonna sit at the marathon station in the freaking heat. So I just went back to work and went to the lobby. But still hot. The nights have been not really nice though. I've been able to sleep with my window open. It's been nice and cool. Um, hang on. Like, look at this. Freaking gorgeous. 52 tonight, 54, 56, 60, but 72 degrees out during the day. Beautiful. So we're still in the 80s. Like you can see 85, but we're getting to where, you know, again, we were up pretty much in the 100, like close to 100. And now we're down in the early 80s, in late 70s, early 80s. Saturday, oh my God, 72, and it's supposed to rain. Perfection. After all the heat, I just want it to be cold. I just want it to be cold. Like if I could snap my finger and make every day like 54 degrees in the morning, during the day and at night, I would. I think 54 degrees is perfect. 54, 55, it's nice and cool. You could walk down to the store with a jacket or without, doesn't matter. And you don't have to worry about, oh man, I shouldn't have worn this. You can keep your window open at night and not be freezing. So it's like the perfect weather. But I mean, hopefully with the way it's been dropping, we'll get to nicer weather by well, here's the first day of October and it's gonna be 80 degrees. But it's like all of September and then sometimes like half of October, it's usually hot. But with here, it's sometimes it cools down by the end of October, sometimes in November, and sometimes we don't cool down until like freaking January or February. So, what? It says 52 tonight. When's it gonna get to? Okay, so by 10 o'clock. Okay, I usually go to bed around 10, 11. So by the time I'm ready to go to bed, yeah, it'd pretty much be time for I can open my window. Because right now we've obviously got the AC on because it's like 80 degrees out. But yeah, what time is it going to be at 8 o'clock? Oh, 8 o'clock. Going to be a nice 56 degrees. But then just look how quickly it goes from 63 and then we're up an hour or two, a couple hours later up to 80 degrees. Like in Jersey. No, it's well, it must be nice to have actual like this weather. This is what I wish we were getting at. It was like 70s every day. What about San Antonio? Feel bad for them. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not no. No bueno. And then you have nighttime, 70 something degrees still. Just nasty. Nasty Nancy. Um, but anyway, yeah, so moral of the story, square dancing was stupid. That's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye guys.